Hey, this is Daryl Henry with Insurance for Entrepreneurs. And if you provide professional services, whether you're a consultant, freelancer, coach, or agency, there's one type of insurance that could save your business big time: professional liability, also known as errors and omissions insurance. There are obvious industries that need professional liability: doctors, architects, accountants, and insurance agents. But in the insurance industry, any work that causes financial harm without causing direct bodily injury or property damage is a professional service. So this means that contractors, real estate agents, social workers, beauty shops, and a whole host of other industries can need professional liability insurance. And today, I'll walk you through how to buy it step by step so you can protect yourself from costly lawsuits and keep focused on what you do best. So let's get into it. Before you buy, it's important to understand what you're getting. Professional liability protects you if a client claims that you made a mistake, that you missed a deadline or gave bad advice, failed to deliver on a contract, and then caused them financial loss due to your work. It's going to pay for legal defense, settlements, and judgments. So it's going to pay for attorneys and settlements. So some examples that I can tell you: a nursing home. This is a story that I heard. A nursing home had somebody wander out and then freeze to death. Well, that nursing home didn't cause damage to the person directly. They didn't hurt them physically, but that person died in a situation where they were supposed to be in the care of the nursing home. So that is an example of professional liability. Family came back and sued for a lot of money in that situation. That's a general concept that you can take to a lot of different industries. So, what's the first step for buying professional liability insurance? Find a licensed insurance advisor or use a trusted platform that offers professional liability insurance. You're going to want somebody who understands your industry, knows your state requirements, can explain coverage options in plain English, and shops multiple carriers to get you the best deal. And this is especially important if you're in a specialized profession like law, accounting, healthcare, tech, or real estate. Honestly, that concept can apply to a lot of industries, and I see it with nurses and social workers too. Really, you want to get hooked in with somebody that sells a lot of policies to people that look just like you, because they're going to know what the options look like, and they're going to be able to help you choose the right program for yourself. So what's next? The next step is to fill out a short application. You're going to do it either online or with your advisor, but you'll usually need to provide your name and your location, what services you offer. This is really important because on a professional liability policy, they're going to specifically write out the type of work you do, and that's going to define what the policy covers. So they're going to also ask how many employees or contractors you have, your revenue or your projected revenue. This can be hard for startups. I can always feel it when I'm asking people, how much revenue do you think you're going to have? And they'll pause and they'll groan a little bit, especially when it's the first year, because they just don't know. So sometimes you just have to project it. And then you're also going to have to list out your claims history. The process can be quick depending on how big you are. Ideally, you should be able to get that done in less than 15 minutes. But once again, it depends on the size and scope of your program. So the next step is you're going to get quotes from multiple insurance carriers. And each quote is going to include coverage limits, like how much coverage are they offering, and depending on the type of work you're in, there's going to be sub limits and side coverages and add-ons. You're going to have to compare them. There's going to be deductibles, so how much you're expected to pay before the insurance company is going to pay. Then there's going to be the premium, and then there's going to be exclusions. And like I alluded to earlier, on a professional liability policy, usually it says we're going to pay for wrongful acts associated with this type of work. And if that type of work, or you have multiple kinds of work that you do, and one of those kinds of work is not listed on the policy, it's a good shot that's not going to be covered. So most small businesses start with $1 million in coverage. You can always go higher, and depending on the size of business you are, it may make a lot of sense to go higher. And once you're happy with what you've got, it's time to make it official. And it's time to sign paperwork. It's time to meet all the objectives that the insurance company laid out for you, and then get a binder or a certificate of insurance proving that you've got insurance. So let's be real. Anybody that offers professional services is at risk of being sued for a mistake or a misunderstanding, whether it's somebody blaming you for a failed marketing campaign or a missed deadline that costs them money, or just trying to recoup some losses. One claim could cost you thousands of dollars, even if it's baseless. But with professional liability, you have peace of mind, legal protection, and a professional edge that shows clients take your work and their trust seriously. So, closing it all out, how do you buy professional liability insurance? You understand what you're protecting, you talk to an advisor or a trusted platform, you share your info, you compare quotes, and then you bind your policy and get back to business. And if you're ready to get started, reach out to me at Insurance for Entrepreneurs. I'm Daryl Henry, and I'm here to help you with protect you with what you're building. If this content was good, please hit like and subscribe. It helps other people like you find the content. If you need my contact information, it's at my website, insuranceforoentrepreneurs.net. And as always, go build something great.